Hi, my name is Katie. This is Levy Park On Demand Family Storytime and Craft. Today I'm going to be reading A Tree is Nice by Janice May Udry. Trees are very nice. They fill up the sky. They go beside the rivers and down the valleys. They live up on the hills. Trees make the woods. They make everything beautiful. Even if you have just one tree, it is nice too. A tree is nice because it has leaves. The leaves whisper in the breeze all summer long. In the fall, the leaves come down and we play in them. We walk in the leaves and roll in the leaves. We build playhouses out of the leaves. Then we pile them up with our rakes and have a bonfire. A tree is nice because it has a trunk and limbs. We can climb the tree and see over all the yards. We can sit on a limb and think about things, or play pirate ship up in the tree. If it is an apple tree, we can climb it to pick the apples. Cats get away from dogs by going up the tree. Birds build nests in the tree and live there. Sticks come off the trees too. We draw in the sand with the sticks. A tree is nice to hang a swing in, or a basket of flowers. It is a good place to lean your hoe while you rest. A tree is nice because it makes shade. The cows lie down in the shade when it is hot. People have picnics there too. And the baby takes his nap in his buggy in the shade. A tree is nice for a house to be near. The tree shades the house and keeps it cool. The tree holds off the wind and keeps the wind from blowing the roof off the house sometimes. A tree is nice to plant. You dig the biggest hole you can and put the little tree in. Then you pour in lots of water and then the dirt. You hang the shovel back in the garage. Every day for years and years, you watch the little tree grow. You say to people, "I planted that tree." They wish they had one so they could go home and plant a tree too. The end. Thanks so much for listening to the story. Please stay tuned for the accompanying craft.
Hi guys, welcome to Levy Park's Family Storytimes and Crafts. I hope you enjoyed the book that Katie read, A Tree is Nice. Today I'm going to show you how to do a quick craft to go along with this book. Again, this is the book, A Tree is Nice, and just a couple of supplies that I have to do this craft today. I have some tissue paper, just different color tissue paper. This is going to be for the leaves on the tree that we're going to make. And I did still some fall colors, orange and two different color greens. So any color tissue paper you have at home would be good for that. We've got some little pieces, so any scraps that you have around would be really helpful. We've got construction paper. We have blue, we have green, and a brown sheet of construction paper that we'll use today. Glue or a glue stick, pencil, and scissors. Easy craft, easy to do at home and have fun with your family. So I'm going to store this in here just in case it's a little windy today. I don't want it to go blowing. And we are going to start with the blue sheet as our base. I'm going to take some tape and tape this down so it doesn't fly off the table. Put it here. And this is what we're making today. It will look similar like this, and it depends on the colors that you use or that you choose to use for your tree. This one has some red apples in it, so you can create your tree however you want, but that will be what our product should look like at the end. So we are going to start with the brown. We'll take the brown, and you can draw your base of the tree. You can draw it freehand, you can use a ruler. What we're gonna do is start at the bottom of the paper, and we are just gonna start up and draw like a tree trunk. Does not matter how wide you want the tree. And I'm going to just cut the tree trunk out that we're gonna start with. All right, got one side of the tree cut out. And once I'm done with that, we'll cut just across the top because that is where the leaves and the top of the tree will be. So we've just got our little tree trunk. Looks a little odd for now, but once it all comes together, it will look similar to the tree that's on the front of the book. So we've got our tree. We're gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with that at the bottom of the bottom of my paper. Use just a little glue on the back. Again, you can use glue, glue stick, whatever you have available, or tape if you don't have any glue. We'll just put a little glue on here. All right, so then we have the tree trunk. Then what I'll do, if you want to make the branches like on the tree as well, we can use that same construction paper and just cut out some little branches. What I can do is use as a guideline, I'll use the piece of the paper that I've already cut and just take part of that and kind of make it squiggly. And I'm going to use that as, I can make this a little smaller. That's gonna be, all right, so we will take one of those and we're gonna take it out the side of the tree. I'm gonna glue this down. That's one of the branches on the tree. We'll take that. And I'm gonna make another one similar to that to go on the other side. And when I'm done with that, I'll move my construction paper out the way. So we've got another small little branch that we'll put on the other side. And we'll put a little glue on the back of this as well. All right, so that's kind of what the tree trunk and the little branches look like that we're starting with. Then we are going to take the green construction paper. We're going to use the green construction paper twice. We'll use this for grass and we'll also use it for the base of the treetop before we add our leaves on. So on here, you can just take your pencil and just kind of draw like squiggly. We're going to make grass, so however you want your grass to look at the bottom. So I drew just little squiggly lines, and I'll kind of, looks like a little hilly going on here. All right, so this one, I'll cut this side down a little bit. This is going to be our grass that I'm sorry, I have a flying piece of construction paper. It's a little windy out today. We got that. Thank you very much. I'll put this in here. And with the base of the tree, I am going to put the green down, and that's going to be the grass. So I'll take a little glue on the back of the grass that we're using. And I'll show you what this looks like so you see. You're going to take the grass and you are going to glue that to the bottom of the tree. So again, you can curve, you can draw this out however you want, or if you don't have any green construction paper, you can do a green Crayola if that works. Get a white sheet of paper and color it green and then cut that out and put that on there. It's a lot of different ways that you can make the grass. So we've got that. I'm gonna also take the same piece. I've got more flying things, but it's good. I have extras, so no worries on that. What I'm going to do is take the same sheet of green construction paper and I'm going to make a circle out of it. The same base that I'm using, I can use that for the base of my tree or the top of it. So I'm going to just make a circle. Again, you can draw this out if you have something large at home to make a circle, or you can cut it out yourself. It does not have to be anything special, any shape on this, because we are going to add leaves to it. So you won't even see it. We're just using this more as the base. So I'm going to tuck this in here so it does not blow away as well. This book is handy. So here, I'm going to put this at the top. I'm going to cut it a little bit more to make it a little rounder on the end here. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to glue this to the top of my tree. And it's going to stick over your construction paper just a little bit. That's fine if it does. So this is what it will look like before we get started adding our leaves on. So we're going to put that here as our base. And then we are going to take our tissue paper. Again, this is any color tissue paper that you have, different colors. We had just some little scrap pieces laying around. You can always keep those small pieces for little crafts like this, so you don't have to waste any tissue paper or construction paper. So this we're gonna just take and cut little pieces because we are going to just bunch it up. So these are gonna be the leaves that we'll put on there. Again, does not matter what color you have, whatever you want that. We are just going to start strategically placing these. Take a little glue, put it on there, and we're just gonna start gluing that on the top, on the green that we had for the base. We're just gonna start putting those various places on the green space. Then I have some darker green and I have orange, some fall colors. We'll start with some of those to put throughout. And again, just cut little pieces or you can rip it off. It does not matter. I'm just cutting little pieces here. And then you just kind of ball it up just to kind of make it a little messy looking. So no rhyme or reason to this. It does not have to be done any special way. Just cut a few pieces so I can glue them all down at one time. And these you can do, and I already have these in a little Ziploc bag, so when you're ready to do your craft, you can just pull them out and they're ready to just glue. So I'm going to start taking glue and just start placing the orange around. And just depends on how full you want your tree as to how many you will put on. I'm going to keep just placing them around. Do a few more on here. Hope you guys are having fun doing this at home. All right, just a few more we'll place on here and then we'll move over to using the green. And again, you can do this tree at any time and at any color leaves, any color decorations. If you want to put red apples in the tree, just use some red tissue paper and sprinkle in. So I'll add maybe 2 more orange and then we'll switch over to the green. Bunch that up here. All right, this wraps it up for our orange. All right, now we've got those on here. We are going to go to our green tissue paper. Got a big piece of that. Some more light green in here as well. We'll cut the rest of this, these little pieces that we have here, so they don't go to waste. And we'll cut some of the green here, some of the darker green. I'm keeping this from blowing away. Okay, I think I've cut enough of this to get started. So I'm going to take a couple of these pieces and just start bunching them up. We'll do a couple of them in our hand at the same time. That way we've got them ready to just glue down. All right, guys. We're having fun with this story time today. All right, let me start placing some of the green, the darker green pieces in. And again, it does not have to be any particular way that these are placed on here, just whatever you like. Mine is coming together. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut a little bit more to fill it in. But this will kind of show you what it's starting to look like now as you fill those pieces in. I want you to be able to see. Again, you just fill in more of the tissue paper to fill in those spaces. But again, like I said, you can do any color, any design that you want on your tree. And then the finished product will look like this once you filled in more of the tissue paper. Very simple project. Again, you'll need blue construction paper, brown construction paper, green for your grass as well as for the base of your tree, and then different color tissue paper to put for your leaves. You'll need your glue and a pencil to draw out your outline and scissors. Simple project you can do at home that goes with our Tree is Nice book. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you enjoyed the Storytime craft that went along with it. You have been watching Levy Park On Demand for our family Storytime and crafts. And to find out any more information on our different programs here at Levy Park, you can visit any of our social media at levyparkhouston.org, levyparkhouston.org. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you've had fun, and stay tuned for more family story time and crafts.